I don't want to go to another school. I don't want to lose all my friends. Dad, tell her.
I think she knows.
Rosie, this is all for your benefit, which you might not realise now, but there'll come a day when you will, and you'll be grateful.
No, I won't. I'm not going to Oak Hill. I hate it.
How can you hate somewhere that you've never, ever been?
I hate it because it means I'm going to have to leave Weatherfield High, and I don't want to.
We're only thinking of you and your future. I mean, goodness knows this is not for our benefit. Sacrifices me and your dad are going to have to make.
Well, you needn't bother, because it'll all be wasted, because I'll just run away.
I do wish you'd support me, Kevin. It doesn't exactly help when you just sit there saying nothing.
Oh, you want me to say what I really think? And tell Rosie I agree with her?
What, the Weatherfield's a wonderful school and you think she should stop there?
I think it's a decent enough school, yeah, and I do think she should stop there.
Do you know, sometimes I feel like I'm completely on my own where this family's concerned. I'm trying to do the best for everybody and not getting one little bit of help or appreciation.
Hi, the gaffer's here.
Hi, Tommy.
How you doing, boss?
Best I can, which isn't always easy.
Oh, it can't be having to contend with him.
I just wanted you to know I've made an appointment at Weatherfield High to go and have a word with the head of Year 9. That's the year Rosie will go in if she goes back there.
You're on holiday?
Well, the pupils are, yeah, but some of the teachers are still there.
Oh, I bet there's not many, though, eh?
So, you know, don't go accusing me of not listening to you and Rosie because I'm willing to give Weatherfield High every chance.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear it. I mean, what is it you're going to say to this head of whatever he is?
Well, I want to know what he's going to be offering. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I said to him, does it? I mean, it's what he says to me that matters.
Let's get you a chair. Just have to check for chewing gum. Can never be too careful. No, I think this one looks all right.
Thank you.
And let's see now, it's your daughter you want to talk about.
Yes, Rosie Webster.
Bill, yes, I know. I'm sorry. Give me 5 minutes, be with you then. You think it's the holidays, so there'll be nobody in and you can catch up with everything. Turns out everyone else has got the same idea and it's even more of a madhouse than usual.
Is that all we've got then, 5 minutes?
Sorry?
Well, you just told him you'd be 5 minutes.
Oh, no, figure of speech. No, we can take as long as you like and, Sorry, what was her name again?
Rosie Webster.
She said she was going into school.
Yeah, it's told me that.
Why? What's she going to go and say to him?
Well, I mean, we can't be too sure with your mum, but I think we might have got through to her. Says she's just going to talk to him about what sort of work you'll be doing next year.
I hope so.
Yeah, so does your dad. Then you don't have to shell out a fortune in school fees.
So, keep your fingers crossed then.
I will, yeah.
We stream in some subjects, but not all. It's a question of where it's appropriate.
Well, maths is what she's best at.
Maths.
I'm surprised you've not been told about her, because she's quite outstanding.
Is she? Let's see. Well, yes. Her grades are quite good.
Quite good? I think they're a bit better than that.
Well, yes, I'm sure she'll be in one of the top sets, though I can't promise anything. That would be down to the maths department.
And are there any special classes for pupils like her?
Special in the sense of...
Well, I don't want her to find it all too easy, because if they find it too easy, then they stop trying, don't they?
Oh, I'm sure her teachers won't allow that to happen.
But there aren't any special classes, is what you're saying?
Not in addition to the regular timetable. Excuse me. Hello, darling. No, still at school. No, haven't forgotten. Sorry. Yeah, and 6 eggs, large. Check they're not cracked. I always do.
So you're saying it doesn't matter how talented my daughter might be, she just has to muck in with everybody else, because that's the type of school this is it? The type of school that doesn't want anybody to stand out, they just want everybody to be the same.
I really don't think that's what I'm saying.
Well, you've been going around the houses, but that's what it amounts to. There's no special classes. You can't even promise me she's going to be in the top set. I'm wasting my time here, aren't I?
I hope you don't feel that...
And what's more important, Rosie is and all.
I promise you, I will personally keep an eye on her progress.
No, you won't, because I'm withdrawing her from the school as of now.
No.
She'll be starting at Oak Hill in September. I've already been talking to them, actually. And if I had any doubts before, well, you've got rid of them for me.
I've got to say, Mrs. Webster, I think you're being a little hasty.
Well, you have to be, because how many chances to make something of her life is she going to get? No, that's it. She's left. Thank you for your time.
Well, if you should change your mind...
So, how'd you get on?
As well as can be expected, I suppose.
How do you mean?
At that school, anyway.
Well, they're not going to move it up.
Well, you get on with your work. I'll go and give the girls their tea, and then I'll come over and I'll tell you all about it, because I've got loads of paperwork to finish in the office tonight. More certain than ever that Oakhill is the best place for Rosie.
You were certain before?
Yeah, well, I'm even more certain now.
Why? What's happened?
Honestly, Kevin, if you'd been there, you'd want to thump him.
Why?
Just his whole attitude.
What, towards you?
No, to his profession, it stinks. It's no wonder the school's in the state it's in.
Hey, it's not that bad.
If you can't do it, teach it, that's what they say. And if you can't teach it, then Weatherfield High staff room, that's the place to be. Oh, do you know, in the end, I got that angry with him. I said to him, come September, there's no way I'm bringing my daughter back to this school.
You didn't?
I did. Look, I'm sorry, Kevin, but I have completely burnt my bridges with the headmaster now.
Why, what have you said?
Well, I more or less called him incompetent.
Well, I'm sure he's been called worse than that in his day. Look, schools have got to keep the numbers up.
And then I did actually call him a danger to children.
Well, I'm sure he won't take that personal, and if he does...
And a baldy little fool and an ugly, arrogant pipsqueak.
You called him a pipsqueak?
Well, it was the first thing that came into my head.
Well, if we just explain it was the heat of the moment and apologise.
And then I slapped him in the face.
You didn't?
Twice, both cheeks as hard as I could.
You're having me on.
I am not proud of it, Kevin. I mean, why would I lie? I lost my temper with him. And he said that if he ever saw me or Rosie in the premises again, he'd call the police.
So where does that leave Sophie when it's her turn to go there?
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But the point is, there's no looking back. We have to focus on Oakhill. Which is fine, because with all the changes I've been making to the garage, we can afford the fees now, can't we?
Just about.
Where have you been? Mind your own business. Your turn, Mum.
Oh, you don't be cheeky, Sophie.
Sorry, I just thought you might want to know.
Where have you been?
Keisha Camille's.
Keisha Camille? Who's Keisha Camille?
Keisha Camille Smith, she's a mate. She lives in the Paul Robeson estate.
What, she knew?
We've only just started hanging out together.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're making new friends.
I'm glad you're glad.
You'll make loads of new friends when you start at Oakhill in September.
Sally.
No way! Okay. Have you seen the uniform? Mum, I've told you it's a snob school.
Well, it's a better school than you're at. And that's why you're going there next term.
Might be going.
Won't be going. No way am I going there.
You'll do as you're told.
No, I won't.
Handled that well.
She'll come round to the idea.